Hey everyone, this is question 70 from chapter 6. All right, so this problem asks us to find the horsepower needed to drag a box across a level ground at a certain speed. So I went ahead and drew a free body diagram. So we have the force pulling to the right, friction opposing it, and then we have the normal and the gravitational force. So let's go ahead and do sum of forces in the x and the y. So in the x direction, we have no acceleration, it's constant force, so the total is going to be equal to 0. So F of P is in the positive direction minus force of friction. So F of P is equal to the force of friction. And then in the y direction, it's also, there is no acceleration in the y direction, so it's also equal to 0. And positive is Fn, pushing up, minus mg. So we get that Fn equals mg. All right, so from here, we know that power equals work divided by time. And work is equal to force times distance. So we have the force, we know that the force of the pull is going to be equal to the friction force, okay? Because from this equation. And friction force is mu times force of the normal, and we've solved for force of the normal to be mg. And then we have a distance. We don't have a distance, but work is a distance, delta x, okay? And then over time. Okay, so immediately you should recognize that this delta x over delta t is velocity, and we are given a velocity. So then we can solve for this. Power equals mu, which is 0.45, we're given that, times a weight, which we're also given, 370 kilograms, times a velocity, or times gravity first, 9.8, well, you can do it in either order, meter per second squared, times the velocity of 1.2 meters per second. So plug that in your calculator and you're going to get 1958 watts. But we are asked to give this in horsepower. So 1958 watts, we need to convert to horsepower. 1 horsepower equals 746 watts. Divide that and you get 2.6 horsepower.